set you apart? How can we set you apart? Well, that's and a little bit of garlic. And then we're going to turn it on low, and we're going to crumble it up so it makes a crumble. Welcome, Miracle Seekers, to the Miracle of Healing TV show. I'm your host, Jayne Riosc. This week, we're going to actually make our first recipe. It's called Veggie Delight. I'm so excited. From here on out, we'll probably have a lot of good recipes for you. They're nutritionists. They're like, I have to alkalize my body, which we've talked about, and a lot of you do it as well to get the acid out, because we need healing, and having an alkalized environment in our bodies is so important. So all the recipes I'm going to bring you are around alkalization and getting the acid out of your body, and they're really, really delicious. So get your pen and paper out and get ready for that. We also have a special guest, Jayne Short from Zimble. If you've not seen a Zimble, just wait. You're going to be amazed. It's a great story, and he'll be our expert spotlight. Got a lot of great things going on in the show this week, so I hope you stay tuned. Okay, my friends, it's time to get up and move. We're on our second week of yoga. Hope you're sticking with me here. As I've told you the first one, I'm not a yoga instructor. I'm nothing like that. I'm a mom. I was an entrepreneur. I got stage 4 cancer and was told I need to exercise. And I did never exercise. So I walk in the morning, and then in the afternoon or the evening try to do yoga at least 10 minutes a day. And so we started with a beginner yoga. And so if you don't have that on your app, just put beginner yoga in there and download it, and you can follow along. We're working right now on stiff muscles, because a lot of us have stiff muscles. I have neuropathy. So today we're going to just do our next second basic, stretching out our stiff muscles and our stiff joints and things like that. So it's real easy, and it's really easy to follow along. But if you want the app, go ahead and get the app, because it really is good. Every day you get a new lesson. So let's get started. We're going to start on our knees and forward on our arms like this. And we're going to be stretching out our back like this. You've seen this move before, I'm sure. I don't know the names to all this. Again, I'm not a yoga instructor, but we're just exercising along, trying to get you to get up and move this morning, this Saturday morning. Here we go. Ready? So we want to go up and down. Up and down. Up and down. All right, we got that. So this one's kind of hard for me to do, but let's see if we can all do it together. You get on your forearms like this, and you just have to get on your toes, and that is so hard for me to do. So what I do is I put my knees down and stretch, because I've got neuropathy again in this arm. If you can, get on your toes and stretch and hold that position. I have to go down on my knees and stretch my back, so I make good use of my time. Okay, roll to your stomach. And now we're gonna put our arms out like this, put our head down, and roll over to our side. And we're gonna hold our knees in like this. It gives us a good stretch in our back, a good stretch here in our arms and our knees. I got to get my app to look at it. Ooh, she's doing hard now. So we're going to roll up, and down. Roll up, and down. Roll up. We want to do this 2 more times. Up, and down. Roll up, and down. Whew. Rest a little bit. Rest a little bit. Put your arms down by your side. Again, I have to look at my app. It's all new to me. And we're resting. Rest a little bit. Now we're going to do our pelvic. So we're going to move it up. Your arms are down. and down. Stretch out that pelvic. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Oh. And keep it down. Keep it up. And keep it down. All right, these are much easier, huh? Stretching. We're stretching our place right here, our quads. And now put your legs down. Okay, we're going to roll over to our side. And go ahead and get back on our knees. You'll see it's a struggle for me too. You'll see that I am not the yoga expert, but you know what? It's important for me to get you up and move and get going. So that is the important thing. All right, so that's a few exercises that we do in the get up and move. It's real important. As in the kitchen is next. In the kitchen is cool because I'm going to show you different recipes and stuff that we can use to alkalize our body and get the acid out. So I have some really neat recipes. Hi everyone, we're in the kitchen today and we're going to make something I call Veggie Delight. The reason I call it is kind of something that I staple that I use all the time at lunch. If I'm not sure what to eat or I want something healthy and something fresh, I make this ahead of time. So I'll make it usually on Sunday and it stays for 7 days. So you can eat it 2 days in a row. You can eat it like Monday and Thursday. At least you have something, right, in the refrigerator. Then you just pull out and eat. I eat it with hummus. So it's called Veggie Delight. And the reason it's called Veggie Delight is because there's a lot of veggies. You put them in the food processor, store them, you're done. And that's the easiest thing. It's the easiest recipe, but you'll be glad you have it. So you definitely want to wash your vegetables. That is so important. Even if it's organic, just wash them. I buy a little scrubber. We wash it. You'll see my son. He helps me, and it's good to get your kids involved because they love veggies. And the more they're involved with cleaning or doing anything with veggies, it's good, right? So that was John. He's my oldest, and he's my 15-year-old that I've talked about on my show before. And we'll talk, and you'll see him in future shows as well. And so anyway, well, let's get started. We've already washed our vegetables and we've peeled some of them. So what I put in my Veggie Delight, and another great thing I like about it, you can put whatever you like. And so whatever you like, you're gonna put in the food processor. In my Veggie Delight, I like carrots, I like zucchini, I like radishes, peppers, onions, and cucumber. So it really tastes good together. And so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it up. And I'm gonna use a food processor so we don't have to make them, right? We don't have to chop them up little. Well, drop that one, we won't use that. So we don't have to chop them up little. We just have to chop them up enough to where it's the food processor can handle it. So make this is our zucchini. That was carrots. This is zucchini, same thing, just chop up as much as you want. I usually eat this 2 days, so depending on how many days you're gonna eat it is how much you're gonna cut, right? I wouldn't cut up a whole cucumber for this because I'm just gonna make it for a couple days. Just chop, throw those in. See how easy this is? This is like the easiest recipe ever. Onion, so I'm gonna just chop a little onion in there, give it a little flavor. Throw that in there. And we have radishes. I like radishes because they give it that peppery taste. Radishes are good. Again, if you don't like some of this stuff, make your own. Don't be afraid to just try things out and test it. And what do I like in my Veggie Delight? And in my Veggie Delight, I also eat it with avocado, because avocado kind of has an alkalizing to it. And so you just cut big pieces. Now I have this all in the food processor, but now I'm going to add the flavor. So we want to add garlic. Minced garlic is what I use, and depending on how much you like garlic, right, is how much you put in there. I like a little extra garlic in mine. Okay, and next we're going to use avocado oil. You want avocado oil about 2 tablespoons, just enough to give it, help it, just keep it, and it tastes good, right? Avocado oil. And then we're going to add some salt. About a teaspoon of salt, however much again you want to flavor yours. And then I'm going to add some fresh ground pepper. All right, so now it's time to mix it up. But it'll be done in 2 seconds. done. So now I have lunch for a whole week, and I'm going to put it in my bowl here. Save these bowls. They come in so handy on my diet because I'm always making my own stuff, right? And you'll learn you can make your own stuff. And these bowls come in so handy, unless you have really fancy Tupperware. We'll use that, of course. But I have all these kind of bowls in my refrigerator, and I mark them on top and use them over and over again. Did you know at Two or More for Life we have a membership site? Every day you get uplifting scriptures and positive affirmations, but besides that, we're all expecting a miracle. Come be part of our forums, our private exchanges, our prayer requests, and everything like that in between. So we'd love to have you. It's a membership site at twoormoreforlife.com, and join us now. Welcome to the Expert Spotlight. Today I'm so excited to introduce you to Jayne Short. He is amazing. I met him a couple times, and if you've been to any of our events, like women events, you've probably seen the Zimble. If not, you're going to see it today, and we're going to talk about it. Welcome, Jayne.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. I'm really glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're on the show. So tell us a little bit of how Zimble started. This is an amazing story.
Yeah, so Zimble is a line of inspirational jewelry based around this one design, which contains every letter of the alphabet and every number hidden within it. It originally was a doodle that my lovely mother, Sally Short, had done. She randomly wrote down the phrase, "Love is all you need," but stacked the letters on top of each other with a peace sign on top. So she had sent it off to be cast as a pendant for herself, but at one point she had taken the pendant off, and we randomly saw it sitting sideways like this, and we noticed a K popping out of it. And since there's no K in the phrase, "Love is all you need," it got us curious and motivated us to look for more letters. And as a family, we sat down and ended up uncovering every letter of the alphabet, as well as every number, all hidden in plain sight within her doodle, which was super random. Once we found the alphabet, what we decided to do was develop this line of inspirational jewelry, with the concept being when you wear or gift a Zimble, like I have mine on here, it can mean or represent any message that you want because it contains every letter. So when I put my Zimble on in the morning, I'll think about what message I want that day, whether it's a positive affirmation or something that I'm focused on. You and everybody else out there could be wearing this exact same design, but it's going to represent something completely different and unique to each person that puts it on. And the cool way that you can actually create your message is each Zimble's accompanied by this gift card here. And inside of the gift card, you'll fill out who the Zimble's to and from. And then using our alphabet on the bottom, you'll trace and spell out a message. So it could be anything. I traced out one here with faith, hope, and love. But if you think about it, it could be anything from your daily affirmation. Maybe you want to gift it because somebody just had a milestone. Bible passages. It's got every letter of the alphabet, so it contains the entire alphabet. Think about being able to wear a design that contains that much inspiration within it. And then depending on the day or your mood, you wear Zimble with that message. So it's really kind of a piece of daily inspiration that you wear, and the meaning can then change and evolve with you. And it's been really cool to get testimonials from people of all ages and all walks of life, from athletes who use it as a motivational tool to members of the military who use Zimble as a way to stay connected, to breast cancer survivors who wear it as a symbol of hope.
Yep, and that's how I wear mine, right? With the keeping me in mind of the stage 4 lung cancer, that I can do this, and the Two or More for Life. Let's keep going. Let's keep motivated. Let's get up every day. I love that it can change, and I love that it can stay the same, because mine stays the same. So every time I put mine on, I'm like, and I wear it every day. I love my bracelet, and so anyway. But thank you. That's an amazing story. So how do you distribute? So I found you at shows, right? Yeah. So, what are you doing to distribute this out to the world?
Totally. So, this had all happened when I was in my senior year getting a marketing degree. My mom had done the doodle. It was over Thanksgiving break. And I ended up kind of writing a business plan with some of my professors and launching the company immediately after graduating. And I kind of had done this marketing plan based on like a textbook in school, and soon found out that there's this huge discrepancy between the classroom and the real world. All the marketing campaigns that we thought would work did not. So we kind of started taking this grassroots approach and just doing, like you said, arts and craft shows, expos, any vendor opportunity. We were there because the story behind Zimble is as important as the product itself. So you need to be face-to-face to sell it. So we got really lucky about 4 years ago. We ended up getting on QVC. I've been on 13 times over the past 3 years where we become a bestseller, customer top rated, really awesome. But we've always had people ask us how they can get involved selling Zimble to their friends and family and spreading inspiration. So we actually just recently launched into direct sales. So we now have people enrolling with us that we call Zimbologists, which is a super awesome name. We're pretty proud of that. Yeah. So we just launched a couple months ago, and it's been really great to get kind of all different people from all ages and all walks of life becoming Zimbologists. Our mission as a family is to impact people's lives in a positive way through Zimble. So to see people kind of take our family story and turn it into their story and start selling to those different markets has been really cool. So that's kind of our key focus right now, is just growing the Zimbologist community and the movement.
Well, how does somebody become a Zimbologist? Tell us. Yeah,
so Zimble, ZYMBOL.net is our website. And then just in the top links, there's a link that says join. We created we have 6 different starter kits now. They range from $149 up to $1,900. And with the kit, you get everything that you need to set up. It's really a business in a box between the product, we have displays, jewelry busts, catalogs, and everything. So it's really been a fun project, and it just depends on what kit you get. You get more jewelry. We have a really awesome compensation plan that ranges from making 25% to 45% per sale.
Wow.
And yeah, we really, our goal is to sell product and spread the love. So we tried not to get it to be too direct salesy. So a lot of people can just come in and as they sell a product, make a commission on it. We do offer the option to build a team where you can earn commission on your downline and kind of all that good stuff. But the simplicity of it is join as a Zimbologist. You're wearing it. It's such a conversation piece that when you have it on, I don't know if you've experienced this.
Oh, yes.
You know, what's that design? And it's really cool for people now have the opportunity to not only tell the story, but sell it and make a little money and have a Zimble business.
That's great. So go to Zimble.com and hit join and just pick your pleasure. And then you'll talk to Dane and those guys and they'll get you all ready to go and build your downline and be financially successful, be inspired. And I love it. It's a win-win for everyone. So thank you for expanding your vision to let others prosper as well, Dane.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for being on a show today.
You bet. And it's Zimble.net.
Yeah, Zimble.net. Sorry about that. Zimble.net. And it's below your name there. So
awesome.
That was my mistake. Sorry, guys.
All good.
All right. Well, thanks for being with us and we'll talk soon.
Absolutely. Thank you. So Zimble is a line of inspirational jewelry based around this one design that contains every letter of the alphabet and every number hidden within it. We have an inspirational line of jewelry that we just launched into the direct sales world. And we are now looking for people who want to impact people's lives in a positive way. Through Zimble, you can sign up and enroll as a Zimbologist at our website, Zimble.net.
I know we have a great TV show with Miracle of Healing, but did you know that we have a YouTube channel? It's raw. It's kind of me just talking about my experience in chemo, radiation. What did I learn from the very first time I heard that I had stage 4 lung cancer? So go subscribe, comment, and like on our YouTube channel. It's 2 or more for life. All right, we're on the weekly activities segment of this show. It's so much fun because this is our research. This is where it begins, right? I didn't know anything about what to eat, how to eat. I was crying, eating like celery sticks and almond butter, and not knowing what to do. So I did a lot of research, and I'm like, okay, if I have to alkalize my body, what do? I need cookbooks. I need people who have already been there, done that, and people that can help me with recipes that are going to help my body alkalize and get this acid out. So the first thing I did was researched Alkalize, and Eat Better, Live Better, Feel Better is one of the only alkalization cookbooks in the market. And I thank Julie Cubbs so much because it's helped me so. I mean, I use those recipes all the time. Some of those recipes we're using in the kitchen segment, and that's the book you'll see that I use. So that's a great book. There's links below if you want to click on them and get it. Also, then I watched The Magic Pill, and I was like, okay, so The Magic Pill talks about the keto diet. What is that? So I bought the cookbooks and I said, okay, I'm gonna research. I'm a beginner again. So I got a couple keto diet cookbooks that have been a humongous help for me, and just started using the recipes out of these, and they are delicious and they're better than the celery and the peanut butter that I was eating. That wasn't so good for me. It's good for you, but these are much more delicious recipes. So again, click the link below. But our weekly activities coming up, because I have a big tip for you guys that's gonna help so much that I have learned. Okay, so with your cookbooks, what I do and what your huge tip is a couple things. I make a grocery list every day, so I look through my cookbooks, my alkalization cookbooks that I just showed you, and like we talked about doing avocado tomato toast. Well, then I look in my cupboards, what do I have, what I don't have. I make my grocery list, and I know I'm going to have to eat lunch and dinner and breakfast. My breakfast are my smoothies, which we already talked about, so I need lunch and dinner. So if I'm going to make avocado tomato toast, I write down avocado tomato toast on my menu plan, and then I go to my grocery list and go, okay, do I need tomatoes? Do I need avocados for this? And if I need avocados, I put avocados. And so the huge tip is I used to go and buy everything I needed, like vegetables and fruits, and I stopped doing that because by Friday they were old. So every 2 days I go and get the fresh vegetables and fruits. And so it also helped keep your costs down, and you won't, miss anything, and you won't throw anything away and waste anything. So the weekly activity for you this week is to go through your cookbooks, write down what you're going to eat each day for lunch and dinner, go through your cupboards, see what you need, make your grocery list, and only fruits and vegetables for the 2 days. So if I had all of my meals planned out through Sunday and it's Monday, then I'd stop at Wednesday for my fruits and vegetables, but I'd probably go ahead and get, if I'm gonna make pasta, my pasta, and whatever else I need for those recipes.
We're going to talk about encouragement. Today's word is encouragement on this process of what caregivers are going through. I know encouragement, I've called you several times when I'm down or so to some boost and encouragement, and I think that's very important of what we need to maintain and keep going through this procedure. So I do know encouragement is a lot for me that I know I need. I know Jayne needs it for real, and staying around positive individuals, being positive environment. Believe that positive environment feeds on it in a good way. Energy, that positive energy, I think just reflects on everyone. I think it makes everything better. You feel better, even if it's for a short time, for a short moment. I think it's just better. So you want to add anything to encouragement?
Yeah, when we first heard the news, first thing I did was go out and buy the sign, "You can end the story," because I think that's so important to let people know, that especially the patient, that what I say, it's just for a season, we can make it through this, you can end the story. Second thing I did was I went out and got some fun things for Jayne to wear when after chemo, and she wore this silly little bracelet to her doctor's appointments. Cards, oh my goodness, she's gotten so many cards. And you can encourage this by telling your friends, just giving them Jayne's address and saying, or send out an email to, I have a group of prayer warriors who pray for Jayne continually, and actually I have like 7 sets, so I send out, I'll make an email, I'll copy it and send it to 7 sets of prayer warriors I have, and people who know each other, but they're in different groups. And I told them, I said, Jayne loves to get cards, and And you know, the interesting thing to me is I always find a card that's kind of sappy, you know,
Yeah.
when I think of somebody with cancer, and they're fine, but the best ones really are the funny ones.
The funny ones.
Like this one says, I believe everything happens for a stupid, unfair reason that's stupid. Sorry this is happening to you. Well, and you know, it just kind of brings a chuckle because we all kind of feel that way. You know, why is this happening to our family? The other thing I did was I found this really cool little puppy dog that Jayne can sleep with at night, or she can love on it.
And we named him Pumpkin, by the
Yeah,
way.
his name is Pumpkin. So, and you know, it doesn't have to be a expensive things, but just little things to have people remember, and I think it's just, you know, really encouraging to her. But I think the most important thing you hit on, John, was staying positive.
Yes.
You know, because you can, I mean, and there are times, you know, for me, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, I have to go out in my car and scream. And you cry. But the main thing is that when you're around the person who is the patient, the family, you stay strong. You know, you don't have an option. You stay strong and you stay positive. And whatever you have to do to keep yourself like that, my way is to be in the Word all the time, to be around people who are faith believers, who believe that we are expecting a miracle, and I am expecting a miracle. But you know, we're all human, so we feed encouragement to each other, and that's
right.
what you were saying.
That's right, and that encouragement also, like you're talking about, a spiritual belief. I start off in the mornings with my wife and I, Jayne. We start off every morning reading the Bible. We're reading our verses in the morning together, as the old show says, two or more
Are gathered together.
Are
there
gathered.
I am in the midst.
That's correct, and we're together in the morning. We start together with a reading. We pray together after the reading, and we get our day started. And that is something that I felt that's been so awesome. It really has. Helps me build my encouragement for the day. Helps me to get the day started. So I highly suggest everyone to work with staying positive. That positive energy, man, the positive energy feeds on everyone, and that is something good to have. So again, I want to thank you again, mother-in-law, for being here with us on this episode of Caregivers, talking about encouragement. That is a strong key through this procedure here, and we will see you next time.
Thank you for joining us on the Miracle of Healing show today. We had a great day, didn't we? We learned about the Zimbal, and the great thing is we're going to save money in our kitchen because we've made lists. Our weekly activity this week is to make a list of your groceries, and you don't waste food, but you know what you're eating. It saves time and energy. We had a great show, so thank you for joining us. Now I'm going to leave you with our scripture, which is 1 Samuel 25:6. Join us for the Miracle of Healing Gathering in Dallas, Texas, February 22nd through the 24th. This is a spiritual awakening into God's almighty power of miracles and healing. Please join us on these dates. If you are sick or need healing, then this event is for you. I hope to see you there.